What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and it's time to get our Merc on again. So after having helped out Lady Orano on Smithian, and subsequently its Moon and taking out Victoria, we're free to do what we want to do for a little bit until Lady Orano needs us again. Well, we kinda have to wait a few days, at least a week, for our Quick Draw Dragon and Jägermech to all get repaired up. So we're just gonna start the timer here in a second, but first let's check out our mech warriors. I know Phoenix and I are out of the line of combat for a little bit. Can't really do much to help that out. But we can upgrade the skills of some of our pilots right now. Give Chaplain some more weapon hits. Saving Bloodwinds up to get her to the 3600, because we want her to get breaching shot, because it's awesome. I'm still pretty hurt, but we can go with some tactics right now, or we can wait to get the 4900 XP for breaching shot myself.
Commander. What's up, boss?
Phoenix, piloting's probably a good idea for you since you tend to be right in the thick of things.
Training complete. Standing by.
And Ryan doesn't have the ability to upgrade just yet, but we have 4 good pilots. We're just waiting the week or so on our mechs to finish up. The Enforcer was the only one that really came out of that alright. It's kinda odd. But while we're thinking about it too, let's take a look at our ship upgrades and see if there's anything we can do to kinda help our people out a little bit. I'd love to get the beta pod and subsequently the second training module, but it's kind of expensive to do both of them and it'll really hurt our upkeep for right now. But what we can do is get the improved power conduits,
Alright, I'll get the team on it right away.
which will help stave off some of the intermittent stuff that we're dealing with. So let's go back to the Argo and just wait that week and see what ends up happening. There's the Dragon just waiting on the quick draw. Alright, so with the quick draw done, we can go into our contracts. I think there was a battle on a polar region, and that sounds exactly like something we'd want to do. We can leave it at 384 grand, 2 out of 8. It's only a 2 skull drop, so it's not exactly challenging for our guys. So Dai's going to take over the role of our Dragon. She's taking Phoenix's spot while he's out. We're dropping 3, I don't know, would you call those? We're just going to go with skulls for the general thing. Difficulty of skulls, we're calling these skulls. Weird skulls. Anyway, we're going to drop in and see how we do on this one.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, so you've arrived at the location our employer specified, Commander. Move forward and acquire target lance and light him up. Keep an eye out for reinforcements. I get the impression these folks are a bit twitchy. Alright, well, we're kind of used to being outnumbered and outgunned. It's not a great thing. So this map offers us a couple of paths to go down. If we can get our sniper, which is Bloodwind, up here, eventually we got to get her a missile boat. But we'll take Chaplain and die right down the center. Ryan and our Enforcer, probably a good thing to go that way too. There is an unknown mech there, but I'm not too worried about it just to begin with. Let's see if we can get Bloodwind. No, that was Bloodwind we sent down there. Oops. But we'll send Ryan up, I guess, and then we'll swing Bloodwind back around. Gotta pay attention, Dre. So it's a medium that we have on sensors right now. Probably more mediums that we're not detecting yet. Alright, Ryan. Let's get you to move up a little bit. Expand your sensor reach, since you are our sensor lady. Scout out what that mech is. Take off some of its evasion because it's moved. Ooh, and it's a Jenner. So I'm not exactly too worried about a Jenner. They're tough and quick. Lots of lasers, which means they have an advantage on the polar regions since everything vents heat a lot better. But that's a cicada. A cicada? So we might have to blow that one up first. 4 lasers is bad, but a lot of PPC shots coming at us is worse. So Chaplain, let's get you to swing over here. You're going to start the firing off. Since he's so close. It's a 50-50 shot on most of our weapons, but if you Alpha. And you destroyed his right arm while being on his left side. That's kind of impressive. And Die, since you are in the Dragon, we're just going to get you to run up front. It's kind of a cool blue glow coming off the engine area there. I like that. We're going to see if we can get you to pop this guy. No damage, but that reduces evasion. Which means that Bloodwind can possibly get in range for all of her autocannon. She's still running 3 AC5s. It's kind of hard to swap out. We should be looking for an AC2 on the market or another good AC5 to swap out and do a rebalance of all of our equipment. But being a sniper mech, the Jaeger, I remember them being tougher in past incarnations of the game. And it's not worrying, I would say, but it's a little different to have the Jaeger mech being so lightly armored, so not as, I don't want to say ballsy, but as heavily armored and tough. You used to be able to brawl with them with AC-10s, and they were pretty decent at it. Now, if we precision strike this cicada, you might be able to core him, Ryan. You tend to do that a lot. Just like that.
One less target.
That was worth the precision strike. So there's a PPC off the field. Which means that Jenner is in a lot of trouble. Those are some missiles coming in.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Alright, so it was a Demi-Lance for the enemy mechs. Only 3 of them. There's a Wolverine. That's pretty bad. Yeah, sure, shoot at Ryan. All you're going to do is annoy her. And an annoyed Ryan is a deadly Ryan. So, you guys are kind of taking your lives in your own hands here. I am not responsible for what happens to you. You saw what she just did to that cicada. So, it's your own fault. I got no sympathy. Let's see if we can knock this Jenner out of the fight. That was a fair amount of damage to him.
Receiving you.
And we'll walk the Dragon over to get closer and unleash. Actually, let's split your fire. We'll take most of them on hat, and we'll switch your missiles over so they have a better chance to hit on that Wolverine. Didn't blow anything off on the Jenner, but that's fine. Now, if we have enough...
Orders.
We do not have enough... Is it focus? Resolve. To actually do a precision strike. But the Jaeger mech is tough enough to deal with these guys. The autocannon's the only thing that really worries me. And we'll let Bloodwind start devastating this guy. So blew off the side torso, blew off an arm, blew up a leg. Thought we blew up a leg anyway. Apparently not. It's just some hits on the Dragon's armor. Though it's not got as much armor as I'd like. We need to find a better brawling mech for our brawler. Alright, Ryan, is there a place you can get where you can go after that Jenner? You seem to be the one that's in position to destroy things a lot of the time. Don't know why that is. We go ahead and fire. So there's a head hit, so the pilot's injured and the right arm's gone. So I think it doesn't have that many weapons left. This should be the Wolverine moving next. Unless they got... Okay, so whatever's got the missiles moves before the Wolverine. Not too big of a deal. The quick draw is really good on this map because it's all laser based. Those gotta be vehicles. I'm hoping they're vehicles.
Taking some heavy damage.
So Jenner's pretty much out of the fight for right now. Now, if this guy comes in, I don't want him being able to get our Jaeger mech from a bad angle. So let's get her up on the hill a little bit and face her towards the enemy. I think all of our mechs will get to go before theirs will. Now, Bloodwind, do some real damage here. I saw a structure hit and you crit his AC 5. So that's going to hurt him a bit.
Standing by.
Chaplain, if we move you there, we can split your fire between the two and hopefully kill that Jenner while still dealing that Wolverine some damage. So we'll swap the SRMs to the close target. Looks like a good split.
Confirmed.
Alright, so you killed him. Tore off some of the Wolverine's armor.
Orders.
Die, I kind of want the same thing.
Heading out.
But you're going to unload everything you got on him.
On it.
Alright, so that mech is moving closer. Still don't know what it is, but that's okay.
Yes, Commander.
Ryan, let's get you down on his flank. You are our scout, and the enforcer is tough. And we're going to slow him down a little bit. I want you to blow that right arm off, but we're going to go for the torso shot just to guarantee it all goes through. Oh, we didn't get the AC. Alright, so something over there has a PPC. And there's another one. But Ryan's dodging like a boss, so that works. Chaplain, we're going to move you a little bit closer. You're starting to get hot, but if we can blow up that Wolverine's AC, we're in a way better position. So just unload.
All weapon systems.
Hey, I'll take a torso too.
Target's taken.
Pilot injury, and it exposes him on his right side. And Wolverine will probably bail, or come over in melee. And now we have to repair our quick draw.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
But he exposed his back, which is
Ready for orders.
not a healthy thing to do. Hopefully, we can punch through. Do some damage to his rear armor. It's usually pretty light on medium mechs, so... Well, he lost an SRM.
That hit something good.
Bloodwind, we want you to move to get at least a little bit of evasion. I don't want to get you too close to this guy, but
Move order received.
some evasion because you're in the frailest of our mechs. That includes the Enforcer. It's probably the toughest one we got, and it's only a medium. So there's another torso shot, and a center torso shot.
Target neutralized.
So that's 3 mechs down, now we just got to deal with the reinforcements. Let's see what this is here. Firestarter? Quick Draw's taking some more damage. Alright, Ryan, what are the odds you can melee this guy?
Affirmative. Let's see how you like this.
Structure exposed, and lost 1 point of evasion and 2 from the small laser. Might even see what... Oh, it's a Vindicator. So we know what that PPC is coming from. Yeah, Ryan's an Enforcer. She can take that.
System's holding.
You almost sound pleased, Ryan. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if you were. That's probably another Vindicator. That they blew past her armor. That's a first. The Enforcer's usually the one that's dealing with most of the damage that comes in. Actually, let's move you right there, Die. You're going to be the one that's going to go for us. And we're going to precision strike the fire starter, because I want to get him down before he can do anything really nasty.
Giving him everything I've got.
Machine gun and jump jets.
Critical hit, Commander.
It's not exactly doing great.
Standing by.
I'm trying to avoid pulling Chaplain up right away. I want to jump him and then brace him if we can, but that means Bloodwind has to kill this guy. So Bloodwind, do your thing.
Giving him everything I've got.
That works. That works very, very well.
Enemy down.
That's a Wolverine and a fire starter for sure on Bloodwind. I
Yes.
think she got the other one too. Might have been Ryan.
Firing jump jet.
We're going to jump Chaplain into cover and brace him. He's pretty much invulnerable at this point. And yes, it was another Vindicator 1R, so we've got 2 1Rs to deal with.
That got past my armor.
Commander.
There's something about taking apart the ship in there, Chaplain. Just so you're aware, buddy.
Affirmative.
So he's moving on 3, he's moving on 3, but he's only got 1 point of evasion, so this is the Vindicator we're going to go for. Now the other Vindicator will go. That was just on the armor.
Reporting heavy damage.
Oh, come on, Ryan. You're an Enforcer. You're fine.
Standing by.
Die. We're going to take advantage of this forest on this hill if we can. We've already destroyed a third of the reinforcements, so it's just over 2 demi-lances. This time all of your weapons are in better firing range. That's a lot of lens flare. And we got a heat sink on the Vindicator, now that it's going to matter on a polar map.
Good to go.
Bloodwind, you can get to cover and have a line of sight on that first Vindicator. If we can finish him off, that would be great. There's scraps of battle mechs lying all over the place right now.
Aye, aye.
Chaplain, you should be entirely cooled off now.
Confirmed.
So let's book you down here. I don't want to lose any weapon parts on the quick draw, but we've got to be aggressive with these guys, so... Alright, so there's a PPC gone and a head hit.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
That Vindicator's pretty much not important anymore. However, the other one still has its PPC, so we have to worry about it a little bit.
They've blown past my armor.
So that other Vindicator's going to move with our heavies.
Yes, Commander.
So this is going to be Ryan's time to shine. Let's see if you can finish him off.
Confirmed.
And just like that, Ryan's got another kill on her belt.
One less target.
She's like a predator that goes after pretty much anything that's got any blood. She's a shark out here. Wonder if there's a shark pattern for the Enforcer. That would be definitely worthy to put on to Ryan's hull.
Taking the shot.
Now it's just a matter of beating up this Vindicator as much as we can.
Copy that.
Before he gets to go on his next turn.
Got it.
Ready for orders.
Chaplain, both sides of your torso are pretty hurt, so we're going to jump you out of the line of fire, into cover, and brace you. Let's see what the Vindicator does. Don't make her angry.
Internal structure damage.
You wouldn't like her when she's angry.
Awaiting
Ryan,
orders.
where's the closest you can jump to? Can you get behind him? Not quite, but if we jump you over here, you'll be able to get behind him next turn. If he lives that long. Go for the torso shot. And there's a heat sink on him gone.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Again, it's not going to matter too much on this tile set because, well,
Waiting for orders.
it's polar, and his primary weapon is an energy weapon.
Firing all weapons.
That kills off the last of his
Ready
evasion,
for orders.
and Bloodwing can get a little bit closer, bring those AC 5s pretty much to their optimal. She's only got 9 shots left, but tends to do some damage with these
Firing
things.
full salvo. Scored a critical hit.
So pretty much now, all he's got left is that PPC.
I'm receiving you.
If we move Chaplain up, with any luck, he won't take any torso shots.
All
With
weapons.
even more luck, he'll hit right side of the torso, or just straight up kill the guy.
Tango down.
And there we go. Excellent work, Commander. That should send the appropriate message.
Mission successful.
Alright, so everybody but Dai got 2 kills. So that's a fair amount of experience coming in. Now we could get a Cicada. I'm okay with that. We could get a full Vindicator too, not that I really want to. Let's see if they've got any plus weaponry out there. Doesn't really look like it. So let's take the Firestarter salvage. Why not? Gave us a LRM-5, medium laser, a couple of small jump jets. Not a bad haul. Oh, unearthed sequence, the Rumored Frontier. Okay, everybody, our shiny new codebreaker just finished chewing through the encryption on the Argos data archive. Shall I go ahead and open it? Yeah, that's what we're all here for. Then, without further ado, well, it looks like a map archive, which is about what you'd expect on a navigation computer. No surprises there. I'm seeing a lot of periphery territories, the Outworld's Alliance, the Rimworld's Republic, the Oberon Confederation, but hello, what's this? A star map on a blue background fills your view screen. The margins are dense with annotations and symbols. This isn't a civilian map, it's SLDF, Star League Defense Force. Look at the symbols, refueling stations, no-fly zones, even military installations, all laid out and annotated, complete with identifier codes where applicable. And it looks like we have more of them. So why would an ancient civilian vessel be carrying military maps? Beats me. Just another mystery and a ship overflowing with them. A mystery that could get us all killed. I shouldn't have to tell you what the great houses would do to get their hands on something like this. And even if they don't, bad things happen to people who mess around with lost tech. I've heard stories. Hang on a second, I've got something. An SLDF outpost castle. The designation reads Nautilus. It's on Artru, deep inside the Directorate space. Right on the edge of the Thorium border. On the map, it's in a no-fly zone, marked strictly off-limits to civilian craft. Nothing like that has ever been discovered on Artru. Trust me, I grew up there, I'd know. This could be a huge find. The SLDF built outpost castles to keep periphery worlds in line, and they stocked them accordingly. That means lost tech, and lots of it. Ooh, that could be some cool stuff. There could even be an intact memory core for us to discover. Who cares about memory cores? If there's really an outpost castle out there on Artru, that means battle mechs, the rarest, most expensive mechs you could ever imagine. Oh, and weapons, boss. Weapons likes of which you've never seen. Gauss rifles! You ever heard of a Gauss rifle? Wow, I swear I didn't read ahead. From what I've read, those babies could punch a hole clean through an assault mech without breaking a sweat. And pulse lasers, the kind that could slag a mountain of armor in the blink of an eye. If what you've just said is true, if an intact Starleague-era armory is waiting for us on Artru, then this could change everything. We could punch through the Directorate's defenses in spite of their unexpected strength. With an SLDF arsenal at our disposal, there would be nothing we couldn't do. We must pursue this, Commander LeBlanc. Lady Arana will say the same. My ancestors traveled to the deep periphery in search of the unknown. I won't refuse to take a chance they'd leap at. I swear I can read. Lloyd Madeira, Commander, please. Chasing lost tech is a bad idea. Capital B, capital I. If our friends and neighbors don't kill us to take it, someone will push the wrong button and blow us all up. Again, I have stories. Let me be abundantly clear. If there is an Starleague-era castle waiting on Artru, we will claim what's inside, not out of avarice, but out of necessity. Advancing on the Directorate's core systems with our existing army would be like marching headlong into an abattoir. We could succeed, yes, but our losses would be devastatingly high, as would yours. We will follow this lead. Superstitions be damned. Well, it's settled then. We're going to Artru. Very good. I'll contact Lady Arana. She'll need time to prepare the recovery effort. Carry on with your business, Commander. Take contracts, fight, and grow stronger. Soon enough, we will all venture into the unknown. Alright, so we have a cicada up and running. Let's go into our bays. Repair our enforcer, which is a phrase I thought I wouldn't have to say. The cicada's not bad. I mean, machine gun, it's built around that PPC. It could do so much more. It really could. Throw a couple of light autocannons on there, some jump jets, it'd be a good sniper, but as is, I think we're just going to scrap it for C-bills. Which helps us out a lot more. Besides, we have a Centurion. I'd love to put more missiles on this thing. We could scrap the AC-10, but it's only a medium. Why don't we check the store while we're thinking about this? Because, okay, it's got dragons. We got arm mods, which help with melee. If we ever get a hatchetman, that would be great. But all they've got is dragons. Now for contracts, everything's a little bit high out here. We could defend a base on a tundra world. That doesn't really seem like something that's too good. And we do have to wait a few days. How long? 4 days for our quick draw to be done. And in 11 we'll get Phoenix back. Let's check the star map and see what's nearby. I think we're still in Directorate space. Oh, we're just in the edge of Arano space. So Mector, it's rich, black market, has a bunch of stuff, but I don't know. Might not be the safest place to go to look for a fight. Battlefield means battle mechs. We are looking for some weapons and parts. Panzer. It's only 20 days. Let's travel there and see if we can pick up a contract while we're there.
Course plotted.
And it'll give us time to have our power relays done. Alright, so our mechs are repaired. It's all the little touches they let you put into the game that are awesome. The fact that you still see your Leopard on the side of your ship. It's not a full-size dropship by any means, but... Alright, so 2 days till our power grid's upgraded. There's another corporation, or group's Leopard, and a dropship over there. I'd love to have one of those. It's a lot bigger than the Argo. It would allow us to run multiple contracts at the same time. Alright, noble bonds. It's not like I'm the only noble-born person on the ship, says Ryan, slumping low in your guest chair. I mean, there's you. Why can't Chaplain harass you about their stupid idea? Apparently when Ryan asked to speak to you privately about something Darius wouldn't understand, it was about the trials and tribulations of being nobility. Aye. Well, what is Chaplain's idea? I don't know, something about cooling system. He wants me to use my connections to get the idea to people who can implement it. And he doesn't believe me when I say that my birth doesn't automatically open doors like that. And even if it did, I can't waste it on bullshit. Ryan gives you a plaintive look, clearly hoping for advice or at least sympathize. Send Chaplain to me. He's trying to take the ship apart again. Alright, so Ryan looks relieved to pass along the burden to you, and later that afternoon, Chaplain shows up at your door. You scan the roughly written idea and can immediately see they may actually be onto something. You tell Chaplain to work up into a full spec, and you'll arrange a follow-up meeting with Chief Vertanen to review it in more detail. So Chaplain's all happy and everything right now. So, that's good. And now we have improved power conduits. Now, it looks like we'll have a financial report the same day we arrive at Panzer, but that's okay. We got a decent amount of cash right now. That's gorgeous. Sunrise from space would be a cool thing to see in the real world. Just would absolutely be cool. So let's visit the store first. We've got salvage going on. Griffin 1N, PPC and LRM 10s. It's a medium though, isn't it? We have 2 out of 3 parts to build it though. And I think it would be partially better than the Jagermech, and we could put some better LRMs in it. Maybe strip the PPC down. That Griffin just has worse energy weapons in it. We're definitely going to buy an AC-5 though. We'll buy those plus SRMs because they have better damage and stability damage. You know what, let's do it. Let's buy this last scrap that we need for this 1N. Let's see if we can set it up for what we want. So let's go into our bays. It is a medium, so we'd be dropping some weight, but I think it would do better than the Jagermech. Since it would be Bloodwinds, let's see if we can find a pattern that looks better for her. I think that'll do better. So let's go into our refit window and see what we can do to improve this. We do have everything up to LRM 20s. I'd love to put a 20 on this, but it's extremely heavy as is. If we drop the PPC and the 10, we could stick an LRM 20 in there, which would leave us 2 tons for energy weapons. Medium lasers cost a ton. We have a plus medium laser, but I don't know if I want to put that on something that's designed to be at long range. 5 tons for a large laser. I want to keep as much missile ammo in it as possible, and then we'll max out its armor. Heat sinks, jump jets. Its average range goes down, but those missiles definitely upped its firepower. So 6 days, 5,500 C-bills, I'm okay with that. And it'll allow us to use it on some other smaller missions. It's being refit right now. So let's check the... Let's actually check the hiring hall. We haven't hired a new pilot in a while. Doesn't look like there's anyone in here who's very talented, and it would take a long time to train them up. But let's check contracts and see if there's something a little less intimidating to start off with. Wow, everything on here is just as tough. Stubborn surrender, a battle in lowlands. Well, this might stretch into a little bit of a longer episode. The last couple of these have been shorter anyway, so let's fight this one out. 473 is okay, and 2 out of 8's fine by me. And Phoenix, you're going to take your dragon back. Sorry, Die. You'll be deployed again soon.
Command interface initiated.
Oh wow, they spread us out to start with. Looks like we found our targets. Move forward and clear them out. That's a cicada.
Watch the trees.
And Chaplin's in high spirits. So he's going to do fairly well on this map. Him and Phoenix are going to come in from that side.
Hey, Chief, I'm picking up an unknown hostile.
Bloodwind and Ryan are going to come in from over here.
Moving to position.
Wow, it's like the very first elementary school dances. Girls on one side, boys on the other. So we know that's a cicada. So we can expect a PPC launch
Awaiting
not
orders.
too long.
Roger that.
Alright, Ryan, why don't you start things off?
Affirmative.
Don't really need you to do too much damage, just strip some of the evasion. That's going to be our focus target to start off with.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Even with a sensor lock, they didn't get her evasion below 3. And that enforcer's tough. So that's got to be a heavy unless it moved when I wasn't watching. Phoenix, we're actually going to move you up first. So we can start getting you into brawl range. Of course, you're just going to stomp a building down. But at least you're not taking the ship apart.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
And you crit his PPC, which leaves him only his machine guns that are at full capacity. I'm liking that, and he's a sharpshooter too. If we knock that PPC out, he's in some major trouble. And we got a fellow quick draw on the field.
Systems holding.
Alright, Bloodwind, can you actually get to a place where you can shoot this guy? You can shoot them both from down here.
I copy.
But we want the cicada to go down.
Firing.
Wow, left arm and left torso destruction, so there's a pilot injury at the very least.
I'm receiving you. I'm walking here.
I wonder if quick draw and violence would be a good idea right now. No, we gotta finish the cicada off.
Punching all the buttons. Tango down.
So that knocked out a quarter of the enemy lance. The other two are both mediums. So if we can knock that quick draw out of the fight, we will outweigh these guys and really start to hurt them. Phoenix's armor is starting to get stripped a little bit.
Aye, aye.
Ryan, we might as well jump you. Try and keep everything in front of you, and then we'll use a precision shot to reduce that quick draw down. Oh wow, you're gonna overheat. Alright, we'll go for the
Confirmed.
left torso. That means that all of our heavies are gonna get a shot in. That's a thunderbolt! So we need to try and save as much of that machine as we can.
Orders.
I'd love to get a Thunderbolt on our team. That would be fantastic. They're incredible missile boats, and then we would be able to swap a little bit. I think Ryan would still be inside of her Enforcer, because that thing is just rocking for us right now.
Orders. On my way.
Alright, Phoenix, hopefully your evasion will pay off, because you're still out of cover.
Whatever you say, boss.
And we blew up a heat sink on the quick draw.
Target's taking a critical hit.
I will be done.
And Chaplin's heat isn't too bad just yet, so hopefully an alpha from him will do some serious damage to this quick draw. I'm seeing a lot of orange hits. And a head hit. But now it's their quick draw's turn. Is he going to melee? He is going to melee. Expose the structure on our quick draw.
Warning heavy fire.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Ryan. Let's get you to go over... I want you to jump. I want you to melee. Does expose your back, but
Let's see how you like this.
shouldn't be too bad. I'll take a left arm destroyed. And you'll knock off 2 points of evasion from him. Kind of wondering what mech that is. We know that's a Thunderbolt.
Armor blow through. Internal damage.
Chaplin's getting beat up a little bit. But we gotta knock this quick draw out.
Standing by.
Alright, Bloodwind. So with the left arm blown up, and only 1 point of evasion left, thanks to Ryan's melee-nicity. Yes, that's a word. We're going with it.
Everything I've got.
Yes! We got a torso destruction,
Reporting. Critical.
and blew up his leg. So that'll knock him down, reduce his initiative, or incapacitate the pilot? Oh. I was hoping for a pilot incapacitated. I really was. So Phoenix, you're sitting in a good position right now. I want you to go up here and see what this guy is, and Chaplin will finish off the other quick draw. At least I hope he will. And Orion? Another heavy?
Firing all weapons.
Well, that changes things slightly.
Ready for orders.
Come on, Chaplin, destroy this guy.
Target neutralized.
Alright, so if we focus all of our efforts on the Orion, who's apparently moving in Initiative 3, which is weird for a heavy. It's got to be because of his pilot skills. So if we focus on the Orion, get it down, we can go for the legs on that Thunderbolt. I'm really hoping Ryan's cooled down enough to use all of our weapons, but apparently not. No, we have to save the precision shots and all of our resolve for when we go after the Thunderbolt. So we should probably see some missiles come out of that Thunderbolt. That would be a perfect chassis for Bloodwind to go into. It really would.
Commander.
Sprint you up into the forests.
Orders.
Chaplain's not going to be able to get anywhere fast, so let's sprint him too and get him to cool down. Also get him a lot of evasion. And Phoenix, let's get you on this side and see what we can do to hurt this guy. We'll get you to melee next turn.
Roger that.
Saw some orange hits in there, but not nearly enough. It's a little bit of armor damage, not too much. Alright, so the Orion moved back around a little bit. Ryan, can you get behind him? You get eyes on that Thunderbolt. I don't really want eyes on that Thunderbolt just yet, but...
Go.
Gotta keep the pressure on. Let's keep firing into that right side. There's a head hit. I wouldn't mind an Orion either. It's a long ranger too, but not a perfect one. I'd really like that Thunderbolt. Alright, Bloodwing, can you get around to his right side? Get around to his left side.
On my way.
It's like the dance of the extremely heavy mechs.
Firing full complement on.
Ooh, we had an SRM ammo explosion, so there's another pilot injury. And...
Commander?
wow, Chaplain can melee him to ignore his cover, and if we can knock him over or destroy something else, that'd be great. Well, he's unsteady.
Waiting for orders.
It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's close.
On my way.
Now, Phoenix, blow up his torso.
Here it comes.
Hot damn, we're gonna do this right.
Ooh, that was straight past the armor. That sucked.
Commander?
Alright, Ryan. If we jump you back, is that going to overheat you too much? Probably will.
Copy that.
But if we get you some distance for you, get your evasion up, because I don't want you standing right in front of that with no evasion. Cuts out the small laser, but that's
Firing
fine.
on target.
I was hoping for more damage than that.
I'm wounded.
Alright, so Chaplain just took a hit.
Receiving.
Phoenix, let's see if we can clear that ridge just a little bit. I don't want to use a precision strike here, but...
On the move. Locked on with all weapons. I think I hit something good.
I'm ready.
Melee strike might actually work. And that will definitely do it. That'll take down the center torso and leave us some salvage. Not exactly what I wanted, but close enough. And Bloodwind, you can pop up to the side of the hill here. We're going to try and incapacitate this pilot. Go for the
Copy
leg.
that.
Oh, hell yes.
Aye, aye.
Alright, Ryan, get around behind this guy.
Moving to position.
Fire into his rear armor. See how much he likes that.
the angle. Taking the shot.
Gritting my teeth on that. Yeah, there goes an arm. So we lost some lasers.
Weapon system
Hopefully
down.
nothing too good. And he damaged his structure. So Chaplain, what did you lose? Just a normal medium laser.
Waiting for orders.
That's fine. We're going to jump you over here, because you have literally no heat right now. We're going to precision strike this guy.
Waiting for orders.
Bloodwind, I kind of want to keep you in the woods, but I want to keep your line of sight clear too.
On my way. All weapons, go.
Alright, so there's the left torso destroyed. And the center torso too.
Hope we can salvage that.
Well, hopefully we get some salvage out of it.
Mission.
See the breakdown. Well, it looks like it was Chaplain's day, even though he's going to be out for 2.5 weeks. Well, we want the Thunderbolt salvage. And we'll take the Orion salvage. And then we'll see what we get, because there's no around 15++ there. Well, that replaces the medium laser we lost, but that's fine. Alright, so Mech Warriors need some training. But that's probably going to do it for this week, guys. A little bit longer than usual, but kind of making up for a couple of shorter ones in a row. So if you liked the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, see yourself pop up in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. Remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.